What you're seeing being magnified here is the remedy for what you're seeing being sprayed in the sky here, which takes 3 days to float down and get into here, here, and eventually here. No one can escape. And those dynamite cleanses that used to be all that was needed to get you feeling refreshed, physically and emotionally, no longer are enough. This is because the particle sizes in this are so small that it can travel anywhere water goes, and also happens to be strongly magnetically positively charged. This combination produces what has been called this. Yet nanotechnology has taken nature's strongest magnetically negatively charged molecule known and given it superpowers. Zeolites are not the new kid on the block, but they've been through some ingenious technology to produce a particle size range never done before, enabling it also to travel anywhere water goes, making it the best match to date to unavoidable exposure to things such as this, and this. Not only that, heavy metal bullies kick out minerals that our bodies need to function. When nano-zeolites magnetically pull them from their forever homes, there must be a new resident. Enter the best match for blood plasma known: structured organic marine plasma, or sea minerals. This special water contains 96 of the 102 minerals we need for life. Pair that with next level zeolites, and what you have is the most absorbable detoxification support nutraceutical available. MasterPeace was born from gleaning years of research experience directly from an expert in the field of nanotechnology. The formulator then perfected his base formula to outperform any other zeolite on the market, then went a step further and charged it energetically. This trio of perfect particle-sized zeolites, sea minerals, and energetics make it the keystone nutraceutical needed in today's world. To order MasterPeace and find links to studies, see the details posted with this video.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for being with us once again. Today, we are here with Matt Hazen, who is a formulator of this amazing new product called MasterPeace. It is zeolite. Nick can explain a little bit about what that is, and then we're going to have Matt come in and tell us all about it.
Yeah, well, he's got great connections with nanotechnology and nanotechnicians, and he's taken zeolite and made it as best as he can in many different ways, and he'll get into that. And then just briefly, if you don't know what zeolite is, it's from a volcanic ash bed area, right? And it pulls heavy metals out of your body like no other. And I've heard things as much as helping greatly with autism very fast. So it's a big deal. Let's let Matt tell us. Let's let him tell us about it.
Yeah.
Awesome, guys. I am so happy to be here with you guys. We have gone back and forth on Facebook threads the last couple of years, and I would definitely proclaim to anyone that I feel like you guys are masters when it comes to holistic medicine and holistic practices. So thank you so much for working with us and getting the word out with this amazing product. So before we begin, if it's okay, I just want to say a medical disclaimer.
Of course.
Because I don't claim to be an allopathic know-it-all doctor. So the information provided today is for educational purposes and is not intended as medical advice or a substitute for medical advice of a physician or other qualified healthcare professional. You should not use this information for diagnosing a health or fitness problem or disease. You should always consult your allopathic doctor or other healthcare professionals for medical advice or information about diagnosis and treatment. Thanks, guys. So yes, zeolite is considered the master binder to all types of toxins, pollutants, and all that. And the way it really works is it's the most negatively charged mineral or particle in Mother Nature. The reason why that's important is because any type of toxin or pollutant that's out there has a positive charge. Also, if you think about in terms of ingestion for a human, zeolite is 100% completely indigestible. Your body cannot digest it at all. So it goes in, it's going to bind to whatever it binds to, which is all bad stuff, and then you're going to expel it in 4 to 6 hours. So that's a big deal. You know, you guys have an audience that is master discerners, I guess you'd say, compared to most of the population. But this video and this product is certainly going to go a lot farther past them. So if it's okay, just before we get started, if I could, for the people that will have to hear this information later on, let me give a simple guidepost definition of what the word holistic supplement means. Okay. So a lot of people hear this holistic health and well-being. We know that that's the way of actually having true health and for their mind, body, and spirit. Holistic is a lot of it there. But the definition for everyone to get fortified in their mind when they're taking this information in, because this is going to be a lot of new information for people, is holistic supplement is something that takes out the bad and replaces it with nutrients or good. Okay. Mm-hmm. So we take a look at those two aspects with any type of holistic supplement. There's a lot of things out there that will help to clean out the heavy metals and the nanotoxins and what people are calling forever chemicals and PFAs. But zeolite is the best at binding. So it's the best collector. It will magnetically find, bind, and expel anything that's bad in your body. So most of the zeolite products that people are familiar with is taken down to the micron, or what they call a micrometer size, or it's micronized. And that is small enough that you can't see a particle with your eye, but it's still not small enough to get past your gut or your intestinal tract. And the reason why that's important is because people will take these zeolite products. Yes, it cleans out the guts and gets the bad stuff out of there, but it's not going any further than that. And so those products a lot of times are very cheap to put micronized zeolite in water. You can get it anywhere for $15, $20. That's not really what we're talking about here today. What we're talking about is a product that can go after in a way that's never been done before or seen on planet Earth. And it will go everywhere in your body where water goes. And it will collect, trap, and then swiftly get it out of your body, forever trapped chemicals. You're talking about nanometer size, which compared to a micrometer or microns or micronized is thousands of times smaller. Small enough that it can actually get inside of a cell. If you're talking about getting through a lymphatic system, or what people, there's a big discussion on what a blood-brain barrier is, but anywhere in the body. So it's very important when you're dealing with something that, here's zeolite, and you have bigger toxins or smaller toxins. A car can't drag a big dump truck out of something, right? So you got to have a small enough size of zeolite that it can go anywhere to find these forever trap chemicals. But then you got to have a wide range that's a small enough size to be able to bind to all of them, right? And so our particle size range, getting this process perfected, took the #1 nanotechnology lab in America, which is Kansas State. That's how they tout themselves. 9 months of grueling processes to perfect it and get it down so that they could present to me the process where I could replicate it in the lab, making a real batch amount, send it back to them to look at it through what is the most state-of-the-art device on planet Earth for analyzing things at a nano level. And what they found is that if we can get our particle size at 250 nanometers down to 1 nanometer, then it will go anywhere in the body where water goes. which is everywhere, and it will collect the poisons. And it's in a full formula. What that does when you take it into your mouth and you leave it there, it goes through the blood pathways, goes right into your body, bypasses the stomach and all the organ cleansings, goes and retrieves everything. And then 99% of the formula is structured, living, charged plasma, which has 96 minerals of the 102 minerals that is in the human body in the same exact ratio that is in the human body, which is the best nutritional replacement that we can find on Mother Earth. We've checked them all. We considered, when you're talking about, hey, here's the best binder, done the best way, right? Gets out the bad better, as good as anything can be done. There's no better bad remover part of a formula that someone can make. And then when you're talking about replacing it with the best, you know, bee pollen, pine pollen, fulvic minerals, those are all great products, but they are not like marine plasma that's in its fourth stage of water, which means it's structured and completely bioavailable. And that's what we went with. And you know what's really funny, guys? Real briefly, and this should only take me about 2 minutes, because I think this is important. This is really good for people to wrap their mind around when they're looking at how to take care of their holistic health. We hear these terms like 70 or 80% water weight. Well, yeah, we're 70 or 80% water weight because water is a very light molecule. It's not very heavy. But if you want to take a look at how our molecules, trillions and trillions of molecules that make up our human body, there's thousands of molecules that make up a single cell. We're 99% water molecules, and the rest of what we are is minerals. So what we're looking at is, if you can figure out how to find what the cleanest, healthiest marine plasma on Earth, and that will give you a real good indicator or guidepost as to how did that water get that clean. And if we can make our bodies that clean and the same type of thinking, now we're thriving as much as we can in a holistic way. And what's really funny is when you find the healthiest water, testable, readable, provable, measurable, cleanest water, seawater on Earth, it's always at zeolite beds. And when Nick was talking about it's ash, it's lava ash. It is. It's lava that goes into the ocean, and the chemical process that happens creates zeolite. The older the lava is, just like anything else that's kind of fermented, it gets stronger, right? So does the negative charge, or what they call the zeta potential of the zeolite. So you want to go get your zeolite in a very old bed at an active volcano. Then you got to do this process, which is completely irreplicatable because it's so much baby, and it took them so long to get to it. And then for me to actually perfect it from there, you can't pay a place to make it the way that it has to be made. It's a very much a baby process for 48 hours. What we found is, going back to the water, is that if you want to take a look at a human molecular composition found somewhere in nature and it's really clean, you would find marine plasma zeolite, which is the two things that we are. And then we structure it with biophotonics. We have consciousness fields on it. There is grounding. There is a lot of things that we can't go too far in, and no need to. But that's really what MasterPeace, how it was inspired. And I will say that this product is unlike anything that anyone's seen before, in terms of, from the moment it was an idea and every step that was taken with it, everything that's gone into MasterPeace becoming something, its own self almost. All the intentions that went into it were the purest intentions that a human being could hold. And it was for the highest good of all of humanity. And the reason why I say that is because it was my heart that was one of the main hearts going into this. And my heart and soul went into this. I am a guardian of this product for mankind. And we need to be talking to people like you guys who care, and you want the maximum impact as well. And we've all been looking and longing for something that we could surround and steward and usher out to humanity. And that's MasterPeace in a nutshell. So
I love the name. It's perfect.
It's a masterpiece.
Yeah.
yeah, MasterPeace is a PIECE, and then we spell it PEACE. And when you're looking at consciousness fields and that whole science, when the consciousness of which consciousness is everything, I guess that's fairly easy to prove, that as consciousness in the individual and the global consciousness go up, one of the first things that happens that correlates with it isn't just vibrational frequency. I get that. But what correlates with it is our population, humanity and mankind, we become peaceful. Like we stop killing each other and doing things like intertribal warfare and making up lies to blow each other up and putting on bombs and God we trust and all the nasty stuff that humans here tend to do. So with a product like MasterPeace, you are, for the first time, we're going to be witnessing. Now, we've already tested this by kinesiology, muscle testing, reflexology, quantum biofeedback devices, and in a measurable way, it is already showing that it's going to improve the consciousness of the planet. But we are actually looking at a product, a holistic supplement that will remove the junk, replace it with the best. And what happens is your mood, your attitude, the way you feel right now, how tolerant people are of each other, the way you feel in the morning, the type of restfulness that you get when you actually get these purged forever chemicals out of you. What happens is it's a game changer. You guys can expect to dream and visualize things better. Lucid dreaming is what my wife does every night, every single night.
My dreams have become a lot more vivid since I started thinking it. Yeah.
It's amazing. And the way you just kind of feel in the morning. I know that when you're a kid, you feel a lot better when you woke up and stuff. You just jumped out of bed and you went and played all day, right? And this kind of brings you back to that. If taking something for less than $1 a day and it's going to improve the complete overall quality of your life, if someone can't do that, they should never go and complain and whine about why they don't feel good and all this other stuff. If they won't get up and just put drops underneath their tongue to improve everything that they holistically feel is like makes them up. Well, if you can improve all that to some type of measurable degree by just putting drops underneath your tongue, we can't have a better tool in our tool belt. And that's a big deal. We got to get this out to the world.
Yes. Because
every individual that can take this is going to make the world a better place. I'm mind blown every day hearing the testimonies. It's,
Yeah. Yeah. I'm sure
it never gets old.
Sure, you're getting so many of them. I'm so excited to hear more and more about all the people that this is helping. Do you want to just grab one of those bottles behind you and put it and just show us?
So what you have here is the correct facing peace sign, which faces up, which is for tree of life, right? They kind of hijack symbology and stuff. So we're re-hijacking it.
Right.
And then you have and so that is the peace sign. And behind it is and in front of it is the toroidal field.
Oh yeah.
Looking at
very cool.
So you have the toroidal field, which is the chakra colors that go up the correct way. And, this is a masterpiece created for human consciousness support. And now all you got to do is twice a day, take your drops, put 6 drops underneath your tongue. If you haven't taken heavy metal removers before, like I was about to touch on, start with a couple drops, but leave it there as long as you can. It's meant to be ingested through the mouth pathways and all that. Okay. Do that, swish your tongue around, act like you're eating it. Eat your liquids, they say, if you want maximum absorption.
Yep.
And let that take its,
Okay.
That's kind of how that one works.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Very cool.
This is going to be great to see how this unfolds.
Yeah.
Oh my God. It is becoming a holistic. I don't know if it's a revolution. It's more like we're witnessing holistic upgrades in individuals right now that I would rather people get a chance to use it first for themselves before they start hearing some of this stuff, because it's pretty wild. And so I just want you guys to help share this and get the word out. We'll make it where it's real easy for your listeners and users if they want to experience it for themselves. A bottle will last you right at 2 months if you're taking the maximum dose. So if you spend the first week tapering up, then the bottle is going to last you 60 days. If you take this company that has the second amount of zeolite in their product, we have 5 times more zeolite in ours.
Okay.
We have 2.5 times more mineral content, but our minerals are much more mineral. We have 96 minerals that are the same ratio as a human.
Yeah.
And they're organic. Yeah, so they're organic. And they're structured in 4-stage water.
Right. Yeah, when just for like the listeners out there, when you take it, it's like it's salt water. You can taste that sea mineral life in it. It's like
It's delectable.
refreshing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It tastes as clean as it is.
Yeah.
You know, there's no preservatives in it because you don't need to put a preservative in it. When you have something that's natural like that, if it went bad, if it decomposed or whatever, I guess it's not going bad. All it would be doing was be getting better.
Right. Yeah.
Jeez.
Very cool.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Well, you guys try it out and see what you think.
Yeah.
Let us know, and I'd like to do a part 2 too with some testimonials.
Yeah. Yeah. In the future, once more and more of people have tried it. For those that are interested, we'll have a link in the description below. Make sure to hit the like, and if you have any questions, go ahead and comment as well.
Thank you for what you guys are about and the kind of love and information that you guys share on the regular. If every person was like that in this world, we would not have a problem.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, isn't that the truth? Wow. Thank you so much. We'll talk to you soon.
Awesome, guys.
Bye.
Bye.